What's going on, guys? It's Irish Shadow, and welcome back to Silent Hill 2. I'm going to be trying to get 4 endings during this playthrough. They're all 4 endings that you can only exclusively get on New Game Plus. So, in the order I will be getting them, it's going to be the Rebirth, then there's going to be UFO, the dog ending, and the Bliss ending, which is going to leave me with one last ending to get in a separate video. But I have tried on 5 occasions so far to get the Maria ending, and I just cannot figure it out for the life of me. So I'm essentially going to be doing all 4 of these in one playthrough because it's just a matter of collecting a certain amount of objects, like pick up some key items, and then 3 of the 4 endings don't even require you to finish the final boss. So starting in the cemetery, before you even enter Silent Hill, you're going to get the first item for the Rebirth ending, and you just need to find this little tombstone here, which is pretty much just follow the water's edge, bring it to this little tree with a tombstone, and you're going to grab this book. That's going to be your first object needed for the Rebirth ending. So once you actually get into the town of Silent Hill, you're going to find the main intersection of the South Vale, which is Cat Street and Neely Street. Basically the big intersection of the downtown core of Silent Hill. You want to find Big J's. So the building looks like this, right at the corner of Neely and Cat Street. And you're going to want to travel right next door because there's the pet center. Now this place could be a little obscure. You wouldn't necessarily notice this during your first playthrough because this door is actually locked and boarded up in a normal playthrough. It is only unlocked during New Game Plus. But travel to the back of the pet store and into the back room, and you'll get a broken key part. This is your first item of 2 required for the dog ending. Right next to Big J's is the dog, the pet center. And if you go next door to that, there is the jewelry store. Now, just need to break the window and grab this blue gem. This blue gem is essential for the UFO ending. And to get this ending, it only requires you examining the blue gem in 4 specific areas. The first one, which will be coming up shortly. Okay, once you collect the jukebox button from the Sol Apartments, you're going to find yourself in this apartment and a door leading out to the roof. Pay close attention to when you walk out the door because it'll give you an audio cue telling you that there's something in the area that you need to interact with. So that beeping sound indicates that you are in an appropriate area. To interact with the blue gem. So that is the first of 4 times that you need to actually use the gem. And once you complete the apartments, you are going to come to Rosewater Park. This is the section just before you meet Maria. So with the beeping sound will indicate that you have to use the blue gem for a second time. Just give you a reference on the map. And now you're going to go meet Maria. So before you enter the Jack's Motel, the Jack's Inn with Maria, you are going to want to pay attention to your map. And way up in the corner is the Historical Society. You want to travel from the hotel all the way to the end of Nathan Ave with Maria. This is the only time you can really explore this section, so it's best to do this now. And once you get to the end of Nathan Ave, you're gonna be looking for a corpse somewhere around here.
Oh,
right here.
did the monsters get him?
You pick up this, it'll have a
Doesn't make much difference now.
it'll have a code on it, 1887. So with that collected, we are now going to head to Pete's Bolorama. Once you enter the Bolorama, you're going to come to this little counter here. And you'll find on one of the shelves there's a safe. So you put in the 1887. And this is going to give you the rusted key. This is one of the first item you're going to need for the Bliss ending.
So that's what it was for. Yay!
And after you make it through the Jack's Inn,
Down this way.
you're going to notice that there's a mansion in front of you. You're going to walk to the porch and grab this vial.
That liquid. What is that?
Well, thank you for asking, Maria. This is actually the second item that you are going to need for the Rebirth ending. Alright, on Cat Street. This is the little suburb neighborhood right before the ambush of all the enemies. You're going to find this red truck here. And if you look to your right, you'll notice that there's a door leading to a backyard that has a bone on it. You're going to pass through the backyard and notice there's a doghouse. If you investigate the doghouse, you'll find another broken key part. This is the second part of the dog key. And that is pretty much the only thing you need in order to get the dog ending. But once you reach the hospital, you're eventually going to make your way to the pharmacy. And once you're in the pharmacy, you're going to hop through this window to the garden, and you'll notice there's a gazebo. You're going to crawl through this little hole. Be careful, there is a mannequin inside. And you're going to pick up this little box here. Now, you're going to combine the box with the rusted key you got from the bowling alley, and it's going to give you the white Claudia item. It is important that you do not drink this yet, because this is the last item you need for the Bliss ending. And after you are done at the hospital, you're gonna make the long, tedious path towards the Silent Hill Historical Society. Once you enter, there's going to be not much here for you to look at, but if you come over to this corner, you'll notice a picture that at one point in time was hanging up on the wall is now removed from New Game Plus, allowing you to actually pick up this chalice. This obsidian chalice is one of the items needed for the Rebirth ending. Okay. Ooh. Once you make it through the prison, the labyrinth, and take care of Eddie, you're going to cross Toluca Lake. When you are on the dock, you're going to hear the beeping sound again, which you're going to have to use your blue gem. And that is going to be the third time out of 4 that you have to use that. Alright, once you are inside the hotel, before you really do anything, there is one thing I have to point out. And if you follow this path, you will find it. Break this wall and come in here. This book right here is the final item you need for the Rebirth ending. The problem is, if you pick this book up right now, you will 100% lock yourself out of all the other 7 endings. The only ending you will ever get is the Rebirth ending. So, for the sake of getting the other 3 endings first, you're not going to collect this book until after you make a save when you get the key for the 3rd floor. When you get the 3rd floor key, make a save. You're going to essentially do the other 3 endings, and then your last ending is going to be this one, where you then come and collect the book after you've finished the other 3 endings. Okay, so now you have the 3rd floor corridor key. You're going to take a quick save right here. Okay. It's time to collect some endings. Alright. Let's start with the dog ending. Okay. So all you need to do is come to this door on the 3rd floor. This is the room you would normally go into to continue the story. But there is this room right here. The observation room, which can be opened using the dog key.
Fuck ass shit. Nie. To nie może być prawda.
Okay, so that was something. I don't know why it was in Russian. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is a joke I'm not getting. But that is ending 4 of 8. Got okay, a few more endings to get. Alright, and as for the Bliss ending, this one is fairly simple. All you're going to do is enter this room like you normally would. And now, when it comes to the videotape, before you put in the videotape, you are going to drink the White Claudia. And now, you can play the videotape.
Are you taping again? Come on. I don't know why, but I just love it here. It's so peaceful. You know what I heard? This whole area used to be a sacred place. I think I can see why. It's too bad we have to leave. Promise you'll take me again, James.
I promise.
Come on, we need to finish packing. James, honey, did something happen?
Oh. No, it's fine. Everything's fine.
Okay, so I don't really know what was going on there. I think it's more like James essentially just enjoys the remaining time with Mary before she dies. More than likely isn't the reason for her death. Therefore, the town of Silent Hill probably doesn't have any reason to summon him, so he never returns to Silent Hill. That's my guess. That is ending 5 of 8. 2 more to go. Okay, so we're going to be getting the UFO ending right now. To do this, it's the same as the other 3 locations. As long as you have actually used the blue gem in the previous 3 locations that I have shown you, this should work for you. You're going to enter 312 and hear a familiar beeping. And this is where you're going to use the blue gem for the final time. Okay, well, yeah. Classic James meets modern James. Alright. We only have 2 endings left to get. Unfortunately, this next one does require you to complete or defeat the final boss. Alright. So now that we've gotten all 3 of the 4 endings done, we're going to return to that book that I pointed out earlier. We're going to collect this. Lost memories. And that is everything that we need. We are just going to go ahead and continue the game now.
James.
Mary. You look so peaceful. Forgive me for waking you. But without you, I just can't go on. This town, Silent Hill. The old gods haven't left this place. And they still grant power to those who venerate them. Power to defy even death. Mary.
Okay. Weird ending. I have no idea. The ending kind of sucks. Speaking of sucks, we only have 7 of 8 endings clear. Which means we have one more ending to get, which means I have one more playthrough at least to do. The thing is, I don't know what the issue is with this Maria ending, because I've looked on several websites, I've watched several videos. There are so many things in each that contradict each other that I don't know what is real. That is the problem I'm having. I heard that it's easier to play it on a normal playthrough, so that's probably what I'm going to try. But then there's things, this hidden number, this hidden like random points generator for this Maria ending is what complexes me the most, because there's things that I've read things where it's like, well, if you stay close to Maria for this amount of time, you'll get like points towards the Maria ending. But if you venture down Nathan Lane, you'll lose points with her. But then there's other things where it's like, make sure you take her for a stroll down Nathan Lane because you'll get points from her. But don't stay too close to her because you'll lose points with her. It's all fucking convoluted shit, and I don't understand what the actual truth is. Now, I've tried on 5 different occasions so far to get it done, and it just isn't happening. It isn't happening. Unfortunately, it's the only ending that's left. So I'm gonna try to get it done. Don't know how long it's gonna take. I will work on it. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. So thank you so much for watching. I'm Our Shadow, and I'll see you later.